Hello everybody and welcome back to Megaman Battle Network. Now in the last episode we had gone through the internet area, helped Glide find the missing program, and I also did a lot of grinding off screen, so that way I could talk to the shopkeeper before we continue with the story. So, we can now buy all of his stuff. So like I said in the last episode, HP memories increase your health by 20 points, and there are a total of 45 in the game, which gives you a maximum health of 1,000 points. And getting them from shops is one of the best, well, not one of the best, kind of the more annoying because I had to do a lot of grinding, and this game, specifically, the early games suck for doing that, but yeah. Either way, I got it done. It took me only like 3 hours, but hey, I got it done. Anyway, you bought HP memory, and he has more! So we're gonna buy them all. Now, if you want to know how much it costs to buy all of his HP memory, and all of the power-ups from him, because you can tell I'm already running low on cash after grinding up to 20 grand. Actually, 200 grand. I read that wrong. Huh. Anyway. But yeah, it costs about 1,800? No. 100,000, 85,000, I believe? I hope I'm saying that right. I'm good at math, but when it comes down to, like, explaining large numbers, I always have a problem with it for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, now we've bought all of his main stuff. And, well, we can buy other things from him, like a Cannon C, but I can't afford that and these other things. And yeah, he tells us how to equip those, which we do in the screen. And also one more thing before we continue, is I actually did a little bit of folder swapping while I was grinding, because I got a lot of Cannon Bs, and the Shockwave Ks, which will help out a lot, and a couple of dashes. This will help me in, you know, actually getting my folder going along, and you can put a maximum of 10 of the same battle chip. Even if it's a different code, it's only a maximum of 10 per folder. So yeah, and as you can tell, I have a lot of cannons, most of my old stuff that I don't use, a bunch of shockwaves, a bunch of dashes, and a lot of cannons. So yeah, the only thing I left alone was the escape chip, just in case I need to get away from anything. But, oh wait, one more thing we didn't need to do, is we can equip the power-ups, and we now currently have 200 HP. Now you can either equip them to attack, rapid, or charge. I'm going to equip them to my attack, because those I feel work best. But usually I fill up one first. You can get up to a maximum of 5, so we can only put 2 more power-ups into the attack status. But once I get more power-ups and finish that off, I'm going to start doing my charge shot. But if we press the R button, we can immediately go back to the real world, and if we come downstairs, eek! That's your mom. What could be wrong? Let's go. And, the oven's on fire. What a surprise. Lan, I was trying to make hotcakes and look. What should we do? Huh? But it was just repaired. The repairman said it was fixed, but it's on fire. Megaman, let's jack in. Maybe it's a bug or a virus or something. Leave it to me. Yeah, apparently the guy that was coming here to fix it couldn't do his job. He needs to be fired. Like, immediately. Megaman! Yeah, the oven program's here, but something's wrong. Be careful. If a virus comes out, I'll send chip data. Roger that. And, yeah. Now we're on our first dungeon, the Oven Network. Because of the heat, the Oven Network is broken up. You can maybe put it out if you get the ice block from the thawing section of the network. Okay, this is gonna make me sound stupid, especially because I enjoy cooking, but why did ovens have a thawing? You usually thaw stuff out in a fridge? Uh-oh. You were right, Lan. It's a virus. The data signature is the World 3's for sure, and it's tough. It's just like Mail was saying. Let's go, Megaman Battle routine set. Execute. So tough. This is an incredibly tough virus. Oh my god. How could I have ever defeated that? I'm sorry, I just had to go with the whole monotone thing as soon as that popped up, and oh dear! This is the center of the Oven Network. We're being deleted. And, well, yeah. Now here's another one of these, mystery data things. Megaman.exe mystery data. Now this might be confusing to you if you've played any of the later games, but in this game, whether it's green, purple, or blue, you can collect it. Sometimes you can't access it because it depends on your level. What you can see on the top right screen there, I'm only a level 12 and you can max out at level 100. And then there are some that you can collect, but then they'll respawn and you can't recollect them, which doesn't make any sense and it confuses the absolute hell out of me. But, like I said, first game, it does have its problems, but it's not a glitchy game, which is good. We got a Sword B. That could be useful, actually. I don't think we can get Wide Sword B, but I do have a sword. Oh, I have 2 swords in here. Well, I can still use them in tandem, but being able to get a sword with cannons and whatnot, if I have to deal with dashes or just stuff up close, it does help out. The only thing is my folder is kind of split off, as I can connect most ships together, but the shockwaves are kind of like on their own. If I get 1 shockwave or 2, that's all I can take. I can't get other battleships with it. And we got more stuff over here. Steel A. I can't really use that. There's no response. The program is no longer functioning. Yeah, some of these guys are going to be completely offline. At least till we fix the oven program. Then they'll get fixed up later. Okay, we've got... Oh, excuse me. More guys to deal with, but Shockwave takes care of them. Fun thing, too, is actually Shockwaves can go through if an enemy has a barrier, because they travel along the ground. It's also a ground type attack, so if there's enemies that reside in the ground. I don't think there is any in this game, but if there is, it can still hit them. This is the thawing section. If you use this ice block, you can extinguish 7 fires. Please try to get into the oven control area, and please delete the master virus to fix the oven. Then we got the ice block program. Examine a fire to use the ice block. If you use up the ice block, please come back for another. However, it will take time to recompile, so the fires that you extinguish will return. Good luck. So yeah, oh dear. It's a cutscene. Boom! Right to the face. Or the feet. I couldn't really tell with that angle. Eek! Megaman, what's wrong? Megaman! And oh dear. Ha ha ha. Who's there? Don't bother calling your navvy. He just went boom. You're the repair panel. You're the panel repairman. Ha! That was just a disguise. I really work for the World 3, silly kid. So, all the other oven explosions? You're pretty smart. Me and my navvy do good work, huh? Sorry, but you gotta join your navvy. You can't escape. And he's actually not kidding. Someone has locked the door. How? Because most doors lock on the inside? I couldn't tell you, but if you come up to Land's room and go to this, here it is. We get the water gun. And no, it's not the Pokemon move water gun. But I guess you could think of it like that because of how heavily it sprays things. Thank heavens, the fire's gotten a little better now. Megaman, answer me! Megaman! Megaman, answer me! Lan, you okay? Yeah, I'm alright, thanks, Lan. I got a lot on my hands here, hurry up. Okay. Well, he said Roger, not okay, but you know, sometimes I just mix up words for words that aren't even in like an anagram type of way. Somehow, even though I'm not dyslexic or anything like that, so it's kind of strange, but hey... Ooh, we got another Shockwave C. Those will be helpful if you can get a lot of Cannon Cs, because you can mix and match the two together, but yeah. It's really helpful if you get them, because K isn't really a good one to mix with other battleships. This teleporter will take you to the oven control area. Be careful. But as you get along and get more battleships, I recommend experimenting with all of them, or at least ones that you think will be useful, because the farther along you go, the more you can actually get out of stuff, and you might be able to make it further than with just something that doesn't seem all that great on the surface. So I recommend definitely trying experimenting. And real quick, is I might not make it through here on my first shot and have to reset because it's been a while since I've actually gone through the start of this game. So, yeah. And as you can see now that I'm using the Mega Buster, we do 3 damage per hit instead of 1, so we can take enemies down a lot faster now with the Mega Buster, which will help out. Got another Cannon B. Not that helpful, but yeah. Okay, we got another thing over there. We've still got 3 left. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I might have. I should have looked up something that would have told me how to do this. Dang it. Okay. Let's take care of these guys. And continue moving on. Alright, we got 150 zenny. That's good. More money is always better. Okay, yeah, I might actually have to reset. I'm gonna try and get to the rest of the items in this area before we reset them, though, because I still got 3 ice blocks, and I'd rather go ahead and be able to just use those instead of, you know, just letting them lie around, because I'd rather collect as many items as possible rather than just leave them and forget about it. later on at least. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Take care of that. We've only got one left, which isn't good, and we're back where we started pretty much. Okay. Not the best situation because I have to reset, but hey! Not the worst thing. Oh, I did not kill him. Thought I did. Oh well. But it's not a big deal. As long as we keep moving, we should be alright. But I'm gonna go ahead and reset the fire, and oh, a new enemy. These are called Flame Towers? I believe that's their name. They pop up again in Battle Network 2 and 4, but what they do is they cause a line of fire, and they never stay in the same, like, line as you, or lane, or whatever you want to call it. So once they start shooting fire, that's when they'll stay in, like, one spot, but the fire can follow you if you're not in the same spot, but it can only go one panel up or down at the same time. It can't, like, just jump all the way from, like, the bottom to the top of the screen, or at least the field. So keep that in mind when you're planning out, like, your dodging route as he's throwing them up. Especially if you have other enemies around, just keep that in mind where he is and how you can drag the flames into places you need it, so that way you can dodge other incoming attacks. But as long as you keep it in mind as how they work, it's no big deal. And one other thing I forgot to mention, at least in the start of at least in the first episode, is something actually different from this game compared to the others that makes it a little bit easier. I'm not going to say a lot because, well, this game is far from that once you get to, like, later areas. But in this game, my health is at 200 HP currently, and in later games it'll show up, like, when you're exploring the net. And as you take damage from viruses, it'll continue to go down. But in the first game, every time you get into a virus battle, no matter how much damage you take, you'll immediately get recovered to full health, which is very useful. Okay, if we come through here, we should be able to get this last one, and then we've got the boss. Ahead is the oven controls section. Someone is at the master virus with their Navi. It's a far stronger than a normal virus. Be careful. Urgh. So yeah, we've got the, okay. Of course that would happen right as I'm gonna go fight the boss. That's not at all annoying. Thanks for popping up, viruses. It's like climactic first boss battle. Virus gets in the way. Anyway. But we have our first boss of the game. So, and who are you? You're a World 3 net Navi, aren't you? Your mischief ends here. Haha. So, you are the Navi for this house. You think your kid operator can beat me and Mr. Match? Yeah, the guy that controls the fire Navi is called Mr. Match. Get it? But honestly, I did find it funny when I was younger, but that was when I was younger. It's not as funny now. Anyway, guess we'll just have to fight you and find out. Lan, get your chips ready. Okay. Ha 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 ha. You made it this far, but now it's war. Like Fireman C is. We're strong, kiddo. Fireman, let's burn! Woo! Megaman, these guys mean business. Give it your best. You two, Lan, no getting scared, okay? Who, me? No way. Battle program set. Execute. Now, here's some actually fun and interesting trivia that I would like to spill out, is Fireman here, at least in the anime that had run for this series a while back, like, you know, shortly after this game came out, he was actually called Torchman, and oh dear, he was called Torchman in that anime, which, ironically, most of the bosses in this game are named after the ones in the classic series, so I think it's kind of funny. Now, Fireman, he works somewhat like the line fires that we fought earlier, he'll fire a line of fire that he can do sometimes, but he'll also do this attack where he launches 3 balls that can put up these fire rings on certain panels, so if you walk into them, you'll take damage. He can also do the line of fire thing that I was talking about earlier, and then what he hit me with was a big, like, wall of fire that he can do anywhere on a stage and just hit one full line. That's the extent of his attacks right now, but he's the first boss of the game. He hit me once for 20 damage. He's not much stronger than a Metar, other than having more attacks and more health. But for defeating him, we got 1,000 zennies, which you usually get like a lot of cash for defeating a boss, but anyway, how could a kid and his puny Navi delete Fireman? At least I finished my mission. What do you mean? Huh, this was just the first step in the World 3's plan. What? Ha, that's right, I found the program we need for our plan inside the oven in your house. I probably shouldn't have told you that. But who cares? Soon war will start and you'll all be dead. See ya. Wait, what? Program? War? What's he talking about? Phooey. Okay, real talk. What kid, especially an 11-year-old kid, would say phooey? It doesn't make sense. I just wanted to bring that up because it really is super confusing. Anyway, well, I'm glad the house didn't catch fire. Thank you, Len. I'm surprised it didn't either, considering the fact there was fire, you know, on the floor and the counter and all over the oven. Hey, Lan, great work back there. Yeah, you too, Mega Man. You're worried, aren't you, about the World 3? Yeah, there's so much I don't understand. Well, it was only the first time we fought them, but they'll never control the net, not if I can help it. But, Mega Man, what can we do? We don't even know where they'll strike next. We'll wait and get them when they come. Come on, Lan. Okay, but first, Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? You're hungry at a time like this? Ah, come on, just a little bite. Cue laugh track? I don't know. He's saying bite like a computer bite, or megabyte, or whatever you want to call it. But before we end this off, if we go back into the net, there's actually something interesting about this game that you can do that I kind of want to show off before I call it an episode. But, yeah, like I said, these areas kind of suck. So, I'm not a big fan of being on the net. Oh, I want that. I want it because it's going to give me... Okay, it's not going to give me much, but once we get to later areas, we'll be able to get, like, larger sums of cash from mystery data, which will help out a lot more rather than what I get now, but... And grinding in later areas will take a lot less time, but... Probably not, because stuff's going to cost a lot more, and it's kind of a 50-50 shot whether you get money or a battle chip from stuff. So, yeah, that kind of sucks a lot, but at the same time, it's kind of whatever. But yeah. And, one thing I want to bring up, though, is probably by the next episode, I'm going to be cutting out the random battles, unless we have new enemies or get into a new area. I just wanted to bring that up before I forget about it. But if we come to this area over here, it's not here. Shoot. Turn in for the day? Yes. Save the date's events in your PET. A file exists. Is it okay to overwrite? Yes, it is. Okay, save. Good night, Lan. I forgot it doesn't pop up there right after you beat him. Several days after the strange oven explosions. Clip, clop, clip, clop. ACDC Elementary, Den City. This is the place. Grin. Oh man, how could I have forgot? Woken up so late. Text scrolling by faster. They're already at school. Duh. Looks like everyone is already in the classroom. Mega Man, any new mail? Lan, didn't you just hear what I said? You better get to class quick. Jeez, you have 2 new messages. The first is net news, student net crime on the rise. The other one's from Miss Young. I called your name for you in homeroom, so you owe me one. But yeah, grr. Well, no point in hurrying, I guess. Why do I even bother? Lan, check your mail. Anyway, there isn't really much left to do at the moment. Well, other than go to class. So we gotta go up here, and then it's the classroom right on the end, if I remember correctly. Lan, homeroom has started. You already use the back door. Honestly, I don't see how that's gonna help, considering the fact if you look at this, I sit in the front of the class. Looks like everyone is still in homeroom. Sneak time. You can't sneak! You sit in the front of the class! Yeah, I did it. So, class, this is Mr. Higsby. He'll be helping me teach class for the next 2 weeks. Well, hello. I'm Mr. Higsby. I collect battleships. It's my hobby. I'm looking forward to trading with all of you. Be sure to come and come to me if you have any rare chips, okay? Snort. The new teacher's kinda scary. Not really scary, just sort of weird. I didn't think teachers had hobbies, too. Well, they do say everyone's gotta have a hobby. Whisper, giggle. Everyone, let's give Mr. Higsby a warm welcome, okay? Well now, that's all for homeroom today. And yeah, stuff ends fairly quickly. And one thing I wanted to bring up was, because I'm playing this on the Wii U Virtual Console, I can't use this network option that we have. But there is something interesting, at least for in later games. I don't recall if it does anything here, but you can basically save the game. You can trade battle with a friend or do a real battle, which if you lose one of the battle chips that are in your current pack. And then I think, I don't know if it is for this game, but I doubt it, yeah. Something does happen in other games if you open that up, but for now it doesn't do anything. And then we also have the mail that we went over, so nothing too else important. But I think that's gonna be it for this episode. What I was planning on doing earlier when I was on the net after we defeated Fireman was, well, something that has some relevance to him, but I guess we'll have to take care of that in the next episode because I forgot that they don't spawn. If you know what I'm talking about, it's kind of, I'm trying not to spoil it for people who have never played this game or anything, but it's something that has to do with him, and he's supposed to spawn in that area, but I guess it doesn't happen, or I forgot that it doesn't happen, the same day that you take them on, so yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Later!